Xenosystems Fragments. Apophatic Politics. Nickland. Narrated by Skeptical Waves. Dark Enlightenment describes a form of government as well as Enlightenment does, which is to say, it doesn't at all. On those grounds alone, George Dvorsky's inclusion of among 12 possible futuristic forms of government that could one day rule the world is profoundly misguided. This is not to say the list is entirely without interest. Its greatest value lies in the abundance of mutually inconsistent political futures, few if any of which will happen. It therefore provides the opportunity for negative thoughts, and more particularly for systematic negative idealization. Which futures are most deserving of prevention? This blog has no doubt. The epitome of political disaster occupies fourth place in Dvorsky's list, among a number of other hideous outcomes: democratic world government. Dvorsky seems to quite like it. We may very well be on our way to achieving the Star Trek-like vision of a global-scale liberal democracy, one capable of ending nuclear proliferation, ensuring global security, intervening to end genocide, defending human rights, and putting a stop to human-caused climate change. There cannot be a definitive Dark Enlightenment government, but it is certainly possible to envisage a form of government which instantiates the ultimate objective to critique, a universal demotist regime from which there could be no escape. As a break from preoccupations with a positive neo-reactionary governmental ideal, prone, if not destined, to both intense controversy and deep obscurity, it is energizing to explore the via negativa. Democratic world government need not necessarily exist. That is all ready to place NRX in a position of luxurious success, when compared to fraught speculations about alternatives to the present political disaster. Whatever obstructs the DWG's path to existence is on our side. Such features of specific negative teleology, so easily overlooked from a positive perspective, are highlighted for affirmation and reinforcement. Anything that stands in the DWG's way is worth defending. A rough list of these precious, negative teleological obstacles is already familiar. Extant structures of geopolitical fragmentation, population diversity, cultural incongruities, borders, occulted social networks, intractable techno-economic processes, administrative malfunctions, stubborn traditional variations, sheer complexities of space, and no doubt much else beside, all contribute their frictional grit. A ruined Tower of Babel looms into view on the via negativa, and no intact edifice has ever looked more glorious. Carrying NRX perilously close to the brink of euphoria is the intimation that the actually existing cathedral has democratic world government as its only conceivable equilibrium state. A unification of the planet under its auspices is the sole future that makes sense for it. If it is denied this manifest destiny, it will die, as its intrinsic tendency to expansionary proselytization makes evident, unambiguously. The cathedral needs the whole of the earth, merely to survive. On the via negativa, the master of our socio-politically devastated world seems like a radically mortal thing.